Madam Speaker, thank you for giving me this chance. I was not here when this motion was being moved, a motion to discuss a matter of urgent national importance. And I have the privilege at least to listen to one or two speeches, including the speech of Honorable Senator Abishiro on my way here. Madam Speaker, everybody knows that there's a crisis about fuel in the country, and that nobody can deny. And I think the sooner we get a solution to it, the better. And there are signs that the government has taken certain measures where it can to try and resolve the issue. My contribution really is on the basis that I would have suggested to Senator Kangata that instead of bringing this matter under a motion as a matter of urgent national importance, probably he should have directed.
Senator Kangata, are you listening to what minority leader is saying?
Yes, I'm giving him a very good suggestion. While I agree with him that this matter is urgent and is of national importance, but I would have suggested to him probably to ask the Speaker on a request for a statement so that the agencies of government would come here before the Senate or the relevant committee, and the Speaker can direct, if it is a matter of some urgency in which a solution is required, that the relevant committee and the House deliberate on the matter in terms of making decisions. You know, I have always talked about Senate, more particularly, that we tend to lament. We are a house of lamentations. We are not a house of solutions. And when we bring a motion of this nature, where we just talk and go away, it is just lamentation. We are not better than somebody holding a bunge la wananchi. You know, there are bunges of la wananchi everywhere in the Republic, and whenever there is even public participation in this House, you would find members of bunge la wananchi all over, even in my own county, in my own ward. There's a bunge la wananchi, and I respect what they say. And yesterday had such a session. Now, if the relevant government agencies would have come before the House, we would then be able to make a resolution, actionable resolution. But at the end of the day, you are like a lawyer who has lost a case in court, and Honorable Kangata has been in court many times, and you've been paid a fat fee, and your client has been convicted. When he asks you, what do we do? And then you say, we shall appeal. Now, I think we find ourselves in such kind of situation. But the thing that must be said before this House without fear is that elements within government who are now preaching to government should go back and watch out how to do their job properly. And I heard what Senator for Nyamira was saying. You know, you cannot have a country in which the deputy president in the Republic of Kenya, in that high office, with the executive powers, there are powers which are allocated to that office that are outside the powers of the president, direct, including powers in IBEC. He's the only person under the law that is required to chair that institution. But now, if for 4 years you are just talking about yourself, in fact, he's not even talking about how to make Kenya great, it's just about himself throughout, how he needs to be president. It's like, you know, somebody talking about going to heaven without going to church. I think this should change. This should change. But I'm glad that the signs are there written on the wall, that that particular individual will never be the president of the Republic of Kenya. It is written out. There's a time when I had doubts, but now I have no doubts. No doubts at all. And I've made many predictions before which have come right. But this one, I am sure as the sun rises in the morning, that he shall never be the president of the Republic of Kenya. Because those who serve the country must offer solutions. Those who choose to be part of government may have chosen not to be part of government. But you have chosen to be part of government and be deputy president, and you are required to be a principal. Madam Speaker, just 2 minutes only. Yeah, I thought.
Yes,
I think I deserve.
Granted. That's 2 minutes is granted.
Somebody has taken an oath. Me, I've never taken an oath. If I criticize President Uhuru, I have no problem. There's no constitutional problem. But here is somebody who has taken an oath under the Constitution to be the principal assistant to the President of the Republic of Kenya. Nobody else has those powers under the Constitution. And then he sends poor Kangata here, who otherwise should be campaigning to be governor, to make this statement, which has no end or no beginning. And then
Takangata, you know you need to, you should switch the intervention, not to shout. Just go back. I've not given you the opportunity. Just go back, sit down, and intervention, there is a button for that. Una card? Okay. Okay, granted.
Madam Speaker, is the minority leader in order to insinuate I've been sent by somebody to come and bring this motion, which seems to suggest he is not caring for the poor boda in Ugenya. He is not caring for the poor person in Kisumu. He is not caring for the millions of Kenyans. Mr. Speaker, the minority leader should be telling us about where they took the BBI money. BBI money that was wasted.
Your point is
subsidy money.
Your point is taken, Senator Kangata.
You know,
that's not a point of order.
Senator Kangata, I trained you, but somewhere you lost the path. And
Senator Minority Leader, I'm sorry to interrupt you again. Senator Mugeni.
Madam Speaker, you have heard Senator from Murang'a making very, very serious allegations against the minority leader. Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, I've heard Senator Kangata, who is a lawyer and a former teacher of many law students, challenging the minority leader to explain where he took the BBI money. Madam Speaker, can he substantiate to the floor which money he's talking about, and what does he mean when he says that the minority leader took some BBI money, and he wants him to explain where he took the money? And if he can't, can he withdraw those remarks, Madam Speaker?
Senator Kangata.
Madam Speaker, I rose on a point of order. To the best of my knowledge, another point of order cannot be raised as against another point of order. So allow me to restrict my issues to the minority leader. He needs to give me an explanation where he seems to suggest I've been sent by someone. I have not been sent by somebody like another government official to bring this statement. It has been motivated by the millions of Kenyans who are suffering as a result of this fuel crisis. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I think now that's much better. Senator Minority Leader.
Yeah, I take that as an answer from an honorable member that he was not sent. But, you know, I'm looking at it in the context that he was one time the chief whip of the majority side. And certainly by his conduct at that time, my conclusion is that he was sent that time and has been sent this time. But having said that, Madam Speaker, the serious point is that when institutions work, government's work, the institutions within government. And all I'm saying that part of the dysfunction in government now is because of the conduct of the deputy president. Because, you know, he is the principal assistant. He can raise that matter in cabinet where we don't sit. He can raise it in those councils.
Senator Lokorio, you have a point of order.
Madam Speaker, I think standing orders allow that, because we are talking too much about the DP. Let those who are opposed to him bring a substantive motion here so that we discuss him. Because every person rising is just talking about
that one
DP.
is not allowed. That's not allowed. Minority leader, please continue.
Let me conclude by saying this. Let me conclude with this. You know, we know who requires, if he's a member of the House. The deputy president is not a member of the House and is not the president. The starting orders are very clear. But what again agitated me to say what I'm saying is the contribution by somebody I really respect, Senator Moses Wetangula, added with a comment by the honorable senator from Muranga that they were calling for the president's resignation. You know, Senator Wetangula, and I say with a lot of respect, when it was possible, him sitting with the president, with Honorable Kalonzo, H.E. Kalonzo, and Raila Amolo Odinga, when there was a possibility that he may be the candidate, all was well with government. But now that that is not happening, he is taking the advantage, you know, to hit back at the government, and I think that is not right. There is a way of doing things, and I think a statement to the relevant committee should have resolved this issue. And let it not be doubted that all of us speak for the people in this House, all of us. And this fuel crisis, I am sure, with the leader of the majority, together with the general, don't ask me who the general is, we are going to sit down and bring an appropriate instrument before the House to discuss this matter